Hey there, 7th grade focused learners. Welcome to today's Explainer. Consider this your official mission briefing. We're going to master Life Science Unit 01, Lesson 06, the Human Body System's Application Task. Today, we're zooming in on how this incredible machine, your body, actually functions. And spoiler alert, it's not just a bunch of isolated parts. It is a brilliant, highly coordinated team. Okay, let's dive into this.
Think of our agenda today as your video game level progression. We're going to hit the building blocks of life, then race, body systems in action. Level A, digestive organ ID. Level B, immune and skin. The CER challenge, the sharp thorn. And finally, we'll wrap up with parents, the coordinated machine. Let's get started.
Section 1. The building blocks of life. To understand the whole machine, we absolutely have to start small.
Looking at this biological hierarchy, we're hitting our standard by stepping all the way up from the absolute smallest unit to the entire living being. We start with step 1, cells. And fun fact, you've got over 30 trillion of them. They're the fundamental units of life. Now, when specialized cells group up, they form step 2, tissues. Those tissues then combine to create step 3, organs, like your heart or your stomach, which are designed for very specific jobs. But organs don't just clock in and work alone. They group into step 4, organ systems, like your digestive or respiratory systems. And finally, the whole shebang. All those systems interacting together create step 5, the complete organism. That's you.
Section 2, Race, Body Systems in Action. Now, what's really interesting about this is how we can take that hierarchy and instantly put it to the test in a real-world scenario. Let's look at race day to prove that body systems never, ever work alone.
Picture a runner mid-stride, just totally sprinting toward the finish line. The muscular system is firing on all cylinders, physically moving the legs and pumping the arms. But here's the thing, those muscles literally don't know when to move without the nervous system, which is rapidly firing off signals from the brain to coordinate the pace and stride. Meanwhile, all that moving takes a massive amount of energy, so the respiratory system steps up, increasing breathing to pull fresh oxygen into the lungs. And to tie it all together, the circulatory system acts as this high-speed delivery highway, pumping that freshly oxygenated blood directly into those working muscles. All 4 of these systems have to interact continuously to maintain homeostasis, that perfect internal balance, and keep our runner moving.
Section 3, Level A, Digestive Organ ID. You've officially cleared the tutorial. You are now entering Level A of your application task, which pulls in some key nutrition concepts from Unit 4.
Remember that runner we were just talking about? Well, they need fuel for that race, right? Let's quickly identify the core digestive organs that make that energy possible. It all starts with the mouth, which begins the physical and chemical breakdown of your food. Next up, the esophagus acts as this muscular transport tube, basically shoving the food downward. Then we hit the stomach, a super specialized organ that intensely processes and digests those nutrients. Finally, the food moves into the intestines, which, incredibly, are about 20 feet long. That's where the actual absorption of nutrients happens, and the leftover waste is prepared for removal. This entire subsystem works seamlessly to extract the exact energy your cells need to function.
Section 4, Level B, Immune and Skin. Congrats on passing Level A. We are seamlessly leveling up to Level B. We know how the body gets its energy, so now let's look at how it actually defends itself. And this brilliantly illustrates our 2-tiered defense network. Over on the left, we've got the skin's job. Think of your skin as a massive castle wall. It's your primary physical barrier, protecting your delicate internal organs from a pretty harsh outside environment, all while gathering crucial sensory information. But what happens if a germ actually breaches that wall? Well, on the right, that's where the immune system takes over. This is your internal guard, actively fighting off infections and preventing diseases from spreading within. They're 2 completely distinct systems, but they share one incredibly vital goal: protecting the whole organism.
Section 5, CER challenge, the sharp thorn. All right, you've made it to the boss battle of today's explainer. We're going to test your knowledge of sensory receptors. Are you ready?
I want you to imagine you're walking barefoot through the grass on a gorgeous summer day. Suddenly, crunch. You step straight onto a sharp thorn. Just pause for a second and consider the immediate, split-second biological reaction happening in your body. How on earth does your foot know to pull away so fast?
To conquer this boss battle, we have to structure our answer like scientists. We're going to use the CER framework. That means first making a claim, a statement of truth, then providing evidence, the actual data or observations that support it, and finally, the reasoning, explaining the scientific logic of exactly how your evidence proves your claim. Let's solve this thorn problem using CER right now.
Okay, here's the flawless scientific breakdown. First, our claim. The nervous and muscular systems must interact to move the foot. Simple enough. Now our evidence. The exact moment that thorn pierces the physical barrier of your skin, specialized sensory receptors detect the tissue damage and fire an immediate pain signal straight up to your brain. Finally, our reasoning. The brain processes that specific signal and, get this, traveling at over 150 miles per hour, sends a command right back down to your leg muscles, causing them to contract and physically pull your foot away from the danger. The nervous system transmits the data, and the muscular system executes the action. Boom! Boss battle cleared.
Let's do a super quick check for understanding. Based on the runner, the whole digestion process, our bodily defenses, and that nasty thorn, do your body's systems ever work completely alone? The answer, as I'm sure you know by now, is a resounding no. The human body is a single master system, made entirely of interacting, interdependent subsystems.
Section 6. Parents. The coordinated machine. So the crucial point is, and I actually want to shift my tone just slightly here to address any parents or guardians who are tuning in with us today. The core philosophy of 7th grade life science is that your child is absolutely not just memorizing a random list of organs. Through this application task, they're building a concrete, functional understanding of the science standards. They're actually learning to visualize interactions, like how the nervous system talks directly to the muscular system, or how the respiratory system fuels the circulatory system. They're discovering that the human body is a beautifully coordinated machine where literally every system supports the others.
And that brings us to the end of today's explainer. I want to leave both our students and our parents with a final thought to chew on. As you go about your day, whether you're eating lunch, going for a quick walk, or just shivering because it's cold outside, which interacting body systems will you notice working together in your own coordinated machine? Keep observing, keep asking those great questions, and I'll see you in the next explainer.